Hey guys, I had to get on my phone because my iPad went hot. It say the temperature is too hot on it. I might have to move this conversation in the house. Hopefully I can keep the girls out. I'm sorry guys, I had to get on my phone because my iPad went hot. Because it's hot outside. I know. I'm on my phone now. At first I was on my iPad. I'm gonna have to get me a camera. Let me put it in here so it can cool off. Let me go back out here for a little bit longer. So I guess that's gonna be like a 2-part live. Because I think it made me start a new live. All right. At least with this one, I can kind of see what y'all are saying. I couldn't see really what y'all was saying before. I could, but I couldn't. Yes, it did. Because it just shut off. And then it had like a temperature thing. And it was like that it needs to cool off before it let me go any further. All right. I'm seeing if everybody got back on here. All right. So let's get back to our homesteading. So I've seen that a few people are interested in doing the gardening, and I see some are already gardening. T, do you have any type of gardening you got going on? Do you do any herbs or anything? We got some visitors. Let's see. Hey, Diary, have you thought about like starting like a plant maybe? I'm gonna get over this side. If I get out the sun, maybe that'll help. A potato plant only because they are pretty and easy to grow. Yes, some them potato plants will start on their own. Just leave a potato in a cabinet and just abandon it. You'll come back to a whole plant. Yes, because I planted some potatoes and they were doing well, but I let my chickens free range because it's healthier for them, and they say happy chicken lay happy eggs. So my chicks, they lay eggs every day. And they actually messed up my potato plants. So they messed up a lot of my plants. I made them a garden and they ate everything out of that, but then once they ate that, they went to mine. So like the gardening season for summer, like tomatoes and stuff, that's pretty much over. We're in zone 8B, so right now you can grow anything from like your leafy greens, like mustard green, collard greens, broccolis, cabbages, things that usually bugs eat during the summertime. You could do your carrots, like your root vegetables, your beets. So right now I have a new egg layer. So right now I get 3 every day. Soon I'll be getting 6 eggs every day because they'll all be laying. The girls are pretty much the same. The black chicks are the same age, so usually they go like domino effect. One to start laying, then the next one to start laying. So I did have when I first started off, I had 4. I actually had one of my chickens got attacked by my neighbor's dog, and she had passed last year, and then Dallas passed this year. So I lost 2 chickens, less than a year. So they would love them. I'm telling you, chickens are friendly. My girls are friendly. They run from you. They'll chase like bugs and butterflies, but when it comes to people, yes, I was so sad when Bluebell passed. That was the first time I ever had to deal with like death with an animal. And I didn't think I would care. I thought, I didn't think I would just be, um, like, oh, they died. But I was actually sad for a few days. And when Dallas died, it was kind of like, okay, this is part of forming, homesteading. So I had a different mindset about it. Look, they over here now. I'll let y'all see them. As long as they stay over there and not up here. Because one thing about chickens, they poop every 10 minutes. That's the glorious part about having chickens. They will poop on everything. So I like to keep them off the deck part and then just keep them in the grass. You get used to them. Yep. We pick them up sometimes. For the most part, I let them just be. But sometimes I'll pick them up. When they're little, they say, like, people who get chickens, when you become a chicken owner, they call you a chicken tender. Get it? Let's see. Yes, who knew that I would like chickens? Who knew that I would even want to be a chicken owner? It's in my roots. It's in my roots. We grew up, where our family from Nacogdoches, they have chickens, they have horses, cows, goats. I want to have goats one day. So that's something I definitely want to have. It's a thing, you got to start somewhere. And that's what I wanted to really encourage you to, whatever you want to do in life, whether it's homesteading, whether it's starting a business, you just got to start from somewhere. Yes, these like, this yard is so huge. When I tell you, it come from right here, and then I can walk y'all around since I'm on my cell phone. Um, it's like this right here. I don't know if y'all can see that really good. This is a hot mess over here. This right here is a shed. That's like an old over there. So, but this right here like a little house. It's like, it look like a little house. Yeah. Um, it's kind of scary in there. It's not. I'll let y'all look in there. Let's see what's in there. This is my wheel barrel. My dad been giving me stuff to help me with my farming life. Okay, here's the haunted house. So it's some stuff, some boxes, and maybe one day I'll clean it up. I have seen a garden snake before. I haven't seen any big snakes, but I am cautious of, when I come out here, I do look and make sure there's no snakes in the coop. We made this chicken coop right here on the side, this little brown one. Let me see if y'all can see it. That brown one, my dad, he cut like a square in it so they can go in and out of it. And when they're not free range and they just play here. It is a haunted house. Look, I could make it a haunted house and make some money. But I need to clean in here. I'm gonna show y'all anyway. But this the inside. I don't know if y'all can see it good. So that ladder looking thing is where they sleep. I need to clean it out. So, yep. We just come back here. Sometimes we just sit in the yard, put on the fire pit, or put on a barbecue, or just simply sit out here and just watch the chickens. They very entertaining. Let me see, I can't. Yes, that's where they lay the eggs in a little box. Thank you. I call my chicken coop Born and Bougie. When she cleans, she look even better. Born and bougie. But I just really wanted to come on here, and if I could encourage somebody to grow some food. I told y'all before, if you ever followed me in a live, or if you ever had a conversation with me about gardening, I told y'all it was one state talking about putting um, putting vaccine in tomatoes. Vaccines in tomatoes. What are they doing? Like, seriously. I mean, you have to really, they're spraying pesticides, they're spraying chemicals, and this food is staying preserved in a store. When it come home, it dies. It's because they're keeping it alive with all these chemicals. And then we're putting it into our bodies, and we're wondering why we got these chemical imbalances, you know, and why, these little girls are developing fast with these hormones and these chickens. I'm gonna have to get you some of them pickles. Yes. Yes. I have to get you some. I gotta see how many I got in there too, cause you're local. That's insane, right? I don't know if I can talk about this on live, because I don't know all the rules, but I'll be very careful. Um, I read something where somebody was saying that they was trying to inject something in homeless people to basically unalive them. Now, I don't know if that's just social media talk or if it's some truth to somebody actually wanting that to be a thing. They don't. Did you know it's like roach particles in coffee grinds that they allow so many particles from bugs to be in coffee grinds? Look up that and find that. You'll be surprised. I ain't gonna lie. I still buy my coffee grinds, but I do have my whole beans too. Allegedly, yes, allegedly. That's right. That's the key word. Allegedly, that guy. It was a guy who said that, which is terrible. It's terrible that they doing that. Terrible that they're trying to put this in food because people don't read anymore. So they just buy things and it be that fine print be right in front of you. To me, if they start talking about these things allegedly that they're gonna put vaccine in tomatoes and lettuce, then if they're already talking about thinking, they're probably already doing it. Yep. And what they said, they went to court because they were saying if you do that, then you need to label it a pharmaceutical. Some people don't do vaccines because of religious reasons or whatever the reason, but it has to be their choice. And some people do vaccines, but they want to know they're getting it. They don't want to know that, oh, hey, my sandwich just gave me a dose or something. Let me find me a shaded area. I'm gonna have to check it out. I think I've heard about that one too. I know some of the farmers market, when they have them on a regular like that, if you want to sign up, they make you go to all of them. I don't want to be committed to going to all of them, so I definitely gonna check them out and see what the rules are. See, I used to not get the flu shots because they say once you get it, you get the flu, and that is true in most cases. I know my dad, when he gets the flu shot, he said he gets the flu. Because they inject some of the vaccine in you so your body can fight it off, and sometimes your body can't fight it off, and then you end up getting like the flu. I just prayed about it, and then I made a decision. I did it. And some people, they got it and it was harmful to them. It's just too hard. Everybody's body different. Like I was telling y'all, I was real transparent on my video about me wanting to be healthier, and with being healthier, the weight loss and everything will come with it. But I was letting y'all know that I was taking Ozempic, and how it wasn't working for me. When it seemed like it's working for everybody else. I recently just seen my doctor, probably a couple of days ago, and I was telling him that it really wasn't working for me. My A1C was really good. It was a 5.4. But as far as the weight loss thing, I'm just gonna do it naturally. I'm gonna have to walk. These changes that I'm making, swiping things out for a better choice, only indulging in moderation. So, let me see, and I said, okay. And see, it ain't gonna say it did not work because I lost 15 pounds off of it, originally. And it could be me too. And I'm gonna put some blame back on me because I don't always take the dose on a regular. And see, we don't tell everything. We'll just say like the outcome. We don't never just really tell you everything. And then I would never. I think it's good to take it the same day. Like it's once a week, so if I take it on Fridays, I need to take it every Friday. But sometimes I would forget and I would take it another day, and that could be a reason why it hasn't been so effective for me. Yeah, consistency in anything, right? That word consistent, just that's it. And I'm up there blaming them when it's me. It's like people when if they buy your skincare products or whatever, you gotta use it. If you don't use it, you gonna still have a problem. If you're gonna buy this hair growth oil, if you don't use it, it ain't gonna help you. You can't use it one day and then think the next day is magically gonna be there, right? So I do have a question for you guys because I'm gonna do a giveaway today. Like I told you, if you wasn't here at the beginning, I want to do a giveaway. It's gonna be my blueberry lavender jam, which sold out at the farmers market, and then it's gonna be a pot simmer, the autumn one that I made. And let's see, I have questions for you. I'm trying to see which one I'm gonna give you. Let me see. Okay. Who can remember? This is the question for the giveaway. So get your hands ready. Who can remember how many acres of land, when I told you that fun fact, that history, how many acres of land did those people get that was over 21? First person to type it in wins that giveaway. I'm looking. So how many acres of land? It wasn't 6. How many acres of land? Close. Smart Cookie is close. It's over 120. I got my eyes. I'm looking. I see 40. I see 6. Not 40 acres in a. Okay, Kendra Lamar. Go up. It's go higher. Smart Cookie. 160 is right. Yes, Adari won. 160 acres is right. That is just mind blowing. That's a lot of land. I need to find these people and they need to cut me out of piece. Have you guys ever heard of redlining? If you haven't, I'm gonna give you some homework. I want you to look up that word and I want you to tell me about it next time we talk on the live, what you found out about redlining. It's going to blow your mind. And you remember 6 in there somewhere. Man, I'll take 6 acres too. That's a lot. Right? My eyes, the more I learn about history and what happened in the beginning, because it's so beneficial, or not beneficial, it's so important for us to know what happened then because we can understand why it's happening now or what is happening now. When me and my older sister were going around looking for land, we discovered a lot. We discovered a lot. with restrictions, and restrictions go far beyond can't have a mobile home on this land. What year were they giving away that land? That's a good question. I think it was 18. Let me see if I can look it up. It went off when I looked at it. 1862. Yes, they have to just be over 21 and in 5 years basically develop that land, put a home on it, garden, you know, and then it was theirs. Man, what they say, can they run that back again so I can get a piece of that? Hey, this I your name is not Gloria, I don't think, because I went on your live, not your live, but I went on your video, and I saw some of your videos. Can you tell me your name again if you don't mind? Glory's Garden. Kathy, yes, Kathy. My name started K too. I love my K's. I called you Gloria last time in the live because I saw your name, and when I went back and looked at it, I said her name is not no Gloria. People are just greedy. There's enough to give people everything they need right now. Yes, seriously, seriously. And that greed is something else. The Bible talk about that greed. At the end of the day, all that stuff they building up, that's why you just want to live simple. I mean, just live simple. Just live for what you need. Enjoy a few things while you're at it. But trying to store up all these treasures, you cannot take them with you. I get that all the time. See, I was on your videos. I enjoy your videos too. I like how you wear your branding. I did order me some homesteading. I had some made, the Homesteading Kontessa shirts. And I liked your vertical gardens. Those are really nice. I said I'm gonna end up getting me one. Those things are expensive. I said Kathy got money because you had like 5 of them things. I'm like, where she work at? Cause I went on there and those things, they're pricey. I was hoping you got on here today too. So, a diary. I am going to make sure that I mail you your prize. We're going to look at these girls one last time before I go in because I need to unwind. We're going to have us some ribeye steaks tonight, and I can't wait. Let's see. Catch a sale? Yes. Okay, one coming October. See, that's why you got to open your mouth and talk. Mama taught me that a long time ago. Closed mouths do not get fed. That's what y'all doing? You just gonna dirty up this? What? See, Kathy, I can't be great. That's why I need some vertical gardens because my girls, this is what they do to my garden. I don't know if you can see them. Oh, you getting some quail? So any tips on quail? If y'all got it, put them in the comments for her. I just know that it's a lady I follow. It's called Yellow Door Urban Garden. She has quail, and she actually had a video on how she processed her quails and everything, because she actually she eat her quails for meat. So yes, they be all in the garden. They won't let me have nothing. They spoil. These chickens, they live a good life. These will be just my egg layers. On the other side of my yard, that's probably where I'm going to keep my meat birds when I start to do the processing. We're going to do everything here on the homestead. So I'm going to have somebody who done it before, which is pretty simple. I just want somebody who done it before to be with me. Yes, I like them. They happier. They don't want to be cooped up in a coop, so to speak. They want to be out here living their best life. So they lay my eggs, and eventually they're going to be laying so many. I anticipate getting like 50 eggs a week, and we can't eat all that. So I'm going to put a sign in my yard so people can know that I'm going to start selling them. Well, I already sell like eggs anyway. but I'll be selling them faster because right now I got a waiting list. Right, I follow both her channels too, cause she has the one where she do her like life, where she just hanging with her kids and doing daily things, and then she had like the garden channel. And I'm trying to get like her because now she don't even work like for her company, and she just be able to do this full time. Which if I could do this full time, I would be able to do so much more that I have ideas for, and then I can really be out there and doing those community gardens I want to be a part of. I want to do workshops where people come to my home, and then I teach them how to garden. They walk away with a plant, teach them a craft, maybe they come and make a candle, make and take. How do you know which eggs will turn into chickens? That's a really good question. So, if you don't have a rooster, then you won't have to worry about your eggs being babies. So, these are all female hens. So, they naturally lay eggs without a rooster. So, I don't have to check them. Now, if I had a rooster, how you would check them is a lot of times people like do a flashlight check where they'll put a flashlight behind the egg and you can see like the veins or whatever. But I don't have to worry about that because I don't have a rooster. Before I had chickens, I thought that you needed a rooster to have eggs. And when I thought about it, I was like, man, if that's the case, that means they got to be doing the business every day for me to get an egg. That ain't something that's easy to do. So I'm glad it's just a natural process for them. So just like the garden, they have a little thing going on where they reproduce because you have to have the bees to pollinate the garden so you can get the fruit. So there's a little garden sex going on in order for you to get your produce and to get your vegetables. I was so amazed when I started gardening back in 2020. I'm a pandemic gardener. That's where my gardening started from. It started as a hobby, and now it's a full-blown passion. And I love to grow things. I didn't eat okra before until I started growing my own. No, we're not eating. I know people say that, and I'm like, they just don't know. I seen a video one time where a girl said, she's like, I was this day old when I found out that brown chickens lay brown eggs and white chickens lay white eggs, and that's not true. Cause my white chickens, they lay brown eggs. It's all about the breed. So the breed determines what color eggs your chickens lay. You can get green eggs, you can get blue, and they'll still taste the same. They're just a different color. And a lot of times we like to get the different breeds because we like the rainbow color, because it's pretty. So eventually I might get some different chicken. So eggs aren't chicken abortions? No, they're not. They're not. Yes, I'm telling you, we learn from each other because people out here really thought, I've seen people say, you're just eating their babies. Like, no, I'm not. But then humans are eating placentas. Food for thought. You're welcome. People out here eating, like groceries, but then be worried about some eggs and some bacon. Now you look, the Homesteading Kontessa, Monica know. I'm not that part. Not that part, but she know. She know how I get. I don't know if it's freezing or did somebody say something. But yes, it's safe to say your eggs, they are, and honestly, if they even have a little blood in there, I know you are. If they have a little blood in your eggs, it's okay to eat. And the more you expose yourself and the more you know about things, then you're more susceptible to doing it. Before, I don't know if y'all remember, chicken is just not the same anymore in the stores. When my mom used to fry chicken, it used to bleed. It used to be blood coming through that flour. Now, when you fry chicken, you don't even really see blood no more. What is going on? I didn't even know that the bananas that we eat are fake, because real bananas have seeds. Real bananas have seeds. And that's why I want to slowly get to doing my own thing so I can know exactly what my chickens ate. I know that they're not pumped with these steroids to make them bigger faster. Yes, chicken's too big. Yes. And that's why, you go to an elementary school, these girls are so developed because the old saying, you are what you eat. They're eating these chickens that have been pumped with these steroids, and it's making them overly developed fast. When we was in school, we were chicklet chest. I can't say that now, but when we was in elementary, we looked like elementary kids. And I'm weird. I don't like no big chicken. Don't be giving me no GMO chicken. I seen a video to where it was a lab putting lines on a steak to make it look like fat. They were actually lasering in lines making fake steak. And they wonder why we're sick. Yes, too many hormones and antibiotics. You're right about that. And then we're feeding this to our families. So you really got to be intentional. And then it's like, can you even trust the labels that say organic? You want to just hope. And you can't live in fear, of course. You just pray that they are doing things the right way. What I said I'm going to start doing in the meantime, I'm really going to try to buy from like a butchered, a local farmer, and support these small businesses. And let's stop making these big box stores richer. They're not caring what we what goes in our body. Yeah, the organic labels, they just they lie. They lie. They lie. I seen a video where they were spraying like green paint on vegetables to make them look more vibrant. And it was another video. It's a YouTuber I follow called More Than Farmers. They were showing where it was a garden next to them, and they was just an airplane was flying by spraying these chemicals on their garden, and some of it got on their garden and it was killing their plants. I mean, just spraying anything to make money fast. Greedy, shameful. These are like all good words for these people who are doing this. Meanwhile, they're probably not eating that stuff. They probably doing what I'm doing. Got chickens, got some cattle. Eventually, like I said, these are things I'm slowly but surely going to get. Probably my next animal that I get will be a goat. Goat's going to be good for the milk. I can use it in my skincare products. And I actually like goat meat. So I'll raise them like I want them to be raised. And then I will end up taking it to a processor and let them cut it up for me like I want it. So, oh, I heard something. Look, let me move. It's getting real on this live. It's getting real. Now, you asked me about snakes. I don't see snakes. I remember you asked me at the beginning or the middle of the live. I do get rats. And when you have a chicken coop and when you have like a garden, it just kind of come with the territory. I do like this little deck thing right here. I think it's rats in that. I put poison in there today, and I put it to where my chickens can't get to it, so that way it can kill them. And I just thought I heard something under my deck, so I ran. How does goat taste? So it tastes really savory, kind of like barbacoa. Some barbacoas are made out of goat meat. So you gotta find out whenever you go to like the Mexican restaurants and you get barbacoa, is it beef or is it goat? I actually had some African food, and I think it was called angusi. I might be saying it wrong, but it was so good. If you like a good tender tasting beef, that's what it reminds you of. I got up fast because I heard something like rumbling, and it's probably something under there. Like when I come out here in the morning time, I have this flashlight right here, and I shine it like on my deck, and I shine it at their chicken coop before I even go out here to get them any food. Cause you know, I just have to make sure, and I even teach Aiden that when he open the chicken coop door, to look for snakes and to look for something that's not an egg. So he looks around and he'll say no snakes, and then I'll say, okay, now you can get the eggs. It's just part of farming and gardening. These spiders out here, you have to, because it's something different every time. My chickens, I'm telling you, they will kill. Like if they see a mouse, they'll kill it. They'll kill it. They won't eat it, but they'll kill it. Cause I've seen, I haven't seen none lately, just dead. But I do walk around my yard sometimes just to see if I see something. Yes, I'm teaching him safety because that's my legacy. I want him to be able to, if he decide to go into what I'm doing, he can say I've been doing this since he was 2 years old. Cause that's when he was first introduced to chickens. So he know how to feed them. He not scared of them no more. He can handle them. He likes to garden. Yes, you definitely got to walk with that stick in hand because I remember I had the dragonfly in. That was my greenhouse. And one time I went in there and it was a possum in there. So you just never know what. I hear something now like jumping, but it's just my chicken in this in my raised bed. But like I said, I really enjoyed talking to you guys. And I just wanted to come over here. I like to get on here at least once a month so we can just talk about something. If you have topics you want to talk about next time, let me know. Shoot me an inbox and I'll make sure we talk about it. We're all like-minded individuals. We got life going on. We running businesses. We're moms. We're wives. We some superstars out here. And we're doing our thing. Whatever you're doing, do you to the best. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Do something productive. Do something relaxing maybe. Maybe just watch a movie, take a bubble bath, do a facial. Take care of you. We always taking care of everybody else. Take care of yourself, you know, and just make some time out for yourself. All right. Bye. I'm gonna go in and shower. But thank you. Bye. I'm like the mom at the door waiting for y'all to go before I shut the door. Or waiting for you to go in the building before I cut it off. Bye. Y'all take care. Say bye, girls. Thank you. I'm going to figure out how to end it. Okay.